Hello everybody, how are you all this fine goddamn diddly diddly day? Shall we sing the song? Oh shit. Oh, never mind. It literally died on me. It temporarily died. But hello everybody, how are you all this fine goddamn diddly diddly day? Hello Schlippy, hello V. Hello Schlippy, hello V, hello oh no, hello Shicky, hello everyone else who's lurking in the shadows, because I'm fairly sure I forgot at least one name. I sure as fuck did. So if we got the wearing anymore, anybody? Hello Claire, that's the person I'm forgetting. Hello, who is ready to learn some? I forgot to update that, didn't I? No, I did. Never mind. Who's ready to learn some Japanese? Or at least a very basic bit of Japanese. Just enough. And then after we've taught, I will probably take a quick 10-minute break. I will probably order some food. Cause, well, I've been in a bit of a weird state where I've been thinking something. Well, I'm not even sure what the fuck, but something was making me a bit on edge. And, well, now I want a burger. I want a burger, but I also don't want to But I also watch. No, I do want a burger. But hello, everybody. How are you all today? Today we're going to be covering a fair bit of Japanese. Not an amazingly large amount. Lost 10k before the bad luck bookshop roulette. Oh no, Whammy. Hello, Whammy. Who's ready to learn some Japanese? Who's ready to watch the light drain from their eyes? Just like this. Hi. Who's ready to learn some very, very basic little things? It should be a lot quicker this stream, but I will probably move to have a secondary stream and all that. Later on, of just a random game. I'm ready to watch you teach Japanese. Whoa, you're ready to watch. Maybe not even learn, but bonk. Hello, Kohai. How are you today? Do I want to order a little later? Now, I kind of really should probably order now so I can actually get food in me, because I think I'm doing all right. No, I'm probably not going to remember anything. That is okay, I'm still sick, so I might be on for long. Burger. I want some. Who wants some burger? We'll go this burger. We'll go this burger place, honestly. Give me a moment. Hey, how you take my hat? How dare you take my hat? How dare you goddamn take my diddly dandly hat? That's not very nice, Kohai. There we go. Yeah. Okay. This card window capture. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly move over to the other side here. Got a new one for the collection. Burger. Now I'd like a burger. I can't remember. I want a kind of a smashed patty burger, if anything else. Give me a moment. I'll set up this all so we can get started very soon. I need to shrink this to down, and make this super big now. Yeah, you how dare you take my hat now? Why did you do this? What did I do to deserve this? Whatever happened to me? But hat equals boost boat. How to share with the class? I don't want to share with the class, because it's, honestly, I have no idea what type of burgers I can get. Like, half the burgers around me are kind of, like, shit. To say the very least. I kind of want, like, one that's not super heavy. I want one that's kind of light. But then again, but I'm not 100% sure. But, let me quickly order the food, because I'm probably really sure. Maybe I want duck. Never mind, I'll just get just burgers. Oh, maybe a classic cheeseburger, but spicy grilled. A classic cheeseburger might not be the worst choice. Just something nice, easy, HSP. I don't feel like something that greasy at the moment. Brain was in a weird place today, to put it very least. I can figure out roughly, depending on what's been different today compared to yesterday, and it should disappear. Like, blue cheese on burgers are the best. Oh, blue cheese on burgers? I love blue cheese on burgers. I don't like pickles on burgers, but I'll eat them if they're there. I'm too lazy to ask for them not to be there. And I think so long as they accept the burger, then I'll be A-okay. Or, you know what we're gonna do today? I'm gonna quickly, okay, the burger's been ordered, so, anyway. Alert, Ko-Fi. Let's see if I can't find game screen. I might actually just make that, this the full size. Nah, actually, it's probably better if I leave this on. And then Zila puts beetroot on burgers. So does Australia. Australia, beetroot and pineapple are very common toppings. Pineapple's actually really good on hamburgers. So, today, before we start, let's sing the Japanese learning song. Slippy will know it. Follow after me. Da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da. どうぞ入って日本語で話して立ってね座って静かにしてダラダラダラダラダラダラダラダラダラダラどうぞ入って日本語で話して立ってね座って静かにしてダラダラダラダラ Da 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 da. Hello, idiots. Well, welcome in. So today we are learning pronouns, particles, and self-introduction. So there is one pronoun. I did forget to include this, that, and over there. Now that I think about it. I can quickly fill that in if I really need to, but pineapple on burgers? What? Yeah, you can add pineapple on burgers. You like get one, it's like the pineapple bits that are out of the can. Oh, that's so good. Preparing my order. Yeah. There we go. Well, anyway, my fiddly friends, who is ready? I am literally a painter, literally a painter for real. But also, congratulations. I'm glad. I'm hoping to see what you painted. I'm assuming it's very good. But yes, today is pronouns, particles, self-introduction, and we're also going to be diving right into it, and then probably moving on to another thing later on in a little bit. Probably a game after this. Probably something just nice, easy. I don't know, 100% sure. I'll ask you guys. 私はキノコのチャスターだ。私はキノコのチャスター。キノコのチャスターです。It's a school project. It's not a second night. I ain't done making it, but ooh, exciting. Let us get started with the Japanese, shall we? So, oh no. Oh, fuck, it's this one. So, let's start with pronoun. The feminine pronoun and the masculine pronouns. And then there's also gender-neutral pronouns. Gender-neutral pronouns. So, self-pronouns. Self-pronouns. Let us get started. So, I've broken this down into 3 things. Feminine, gender-neutral, and masculine. So, the most commonly used ones are both watashi and boku. So, boku is primarily used for men, is only used by men. Primarily used to be, if it's used by adult men, it tends to be a little bit more humble. Tends to be very humble. Whereas it's primarily used by young boys and all of that. Whereas watashi is used by pretty much everyone. It is used to express humility and all. It is used to express humility. So and those two, watashi is generally what you will use if you are probably more probably more feminine than masculine. If you aren't sure, feminine and non-binary would probably be more likely to use watashi than but if you do identify as a man in any way, shape, or form, then you would be best off using boku to help sort of express your gender identity, whereas watashi is more gender neutral and all that. Then we're going to move on to the more these two are also fine for everyday use as well as workplace and informal situations. If you as you can see with formal and informal right along the side here. If we want to go to super formal, you could use watakushi. That is a very formal way of saying watashi. And you would be best, and that is best used for like super formal occasions. Say you're meeting a CEO of a company and you're just working there, or you're meeting a diplomat. That's probably what to use in there. Would be watakushi. And now, if we go to the feminine side, it is atashi. Atashi is a very feminine, almost to the point where it's very feminine, almost to the point of hyper femininity. You'll often find it probably being used more. Well, you'll be finding it more in a lot of situations, but drag queens would be much more likely to wear atashi, and that would be, and like people who are in anime, you'll often find people who are cross-dressing, either for like use atashi as well, as again it expresses hyper femininity. And then we'll go to the uchi is much more of is gender neutral, but it is primarily more used by feminine people. It is primarily more feminine. It is gender neutral, but leaning towards more feminine. It is very casual and is used up to people college age and younger, university age and younger would much more likely to use uchi. The French flag looks weird. It is French flag. It is a weird ass French flag. Mostly in trans colors. Because honestly, that's literally it. Actually, grab the things and all that. But now let's go to the more fun ones, which is ore and washi. So let's go with washi because I won't be covering it. Washi is gender neutral and primarily used by elderly people. Think 60 plus and retired would be much more likely to use washi. And you would, if in anime, the French are after me again, exactly. You would often see in anime that the elderly characters are using it. I think there is currently an anime, I recognize those colors, they're French, aren't they? No, never mind, I thought I froze for temporarily. I probably did freeze temporarily, but yes. So washi is used by elderly people, like both grandpas or grandmas, and off the top of my head, I can't remember its name, but there is an anime currently airing, or at least finished airing, where it had the elderly people. They would be using washi as well. And now another one you'll probably all recognize a little bit more, let me move over here, is ore. Ore is just like atashi, except it is hypermasculine. It is hypermasculine. Usually exudes states, so usually using for have any washi tape. To washi tapes? I'm not 100% sure if it has anything. I'm fairly sure it comes from the fact that old people lose teeth and they can't go the t sound anymore. They don't have the t sound, so it goes washi, washi. They generally lose the teeth, and so they just go washi wa. Washi no na wa Chaster to moshimasu. Washi. I'm not sure if I actually chose the right bit of kanji, truth be told. Honestly, I do apologize about that. That kanji might not be correct, but all the other kanji are definitely correct. And now let's go ore. Ore is the opposite of is the polar opposite of atashi, being hyper masculine. You'll often find it being a very strong, very confidence exuding, almost, and maybe even arrogance. It can be a little bit more intimidating when used as well compared to the others as well. So, first and foremost, let's go from the top here. Watashi is very polite and formal. Primarily, you wouldn't use it in everyday life. Not used for everyday life, but it is in fact used for formal situations. Watashi and boku. Watashi and boku are both used for every day, as well as you can use them in formal occasions. Atashi is in the similar boat, but it tends to be more tends to be very hyper feminine. You could use atashi, watashi, or boku in everyday life, but boku is for men only, or masculine people only. And, well, yeah, no, not men only. Masculine people only, and atashi is for feminine only. And watashi is for both. But generally, you'll probably find more feminine people use it, just because, well, atashi being hyper feminine. And then we have washi. Washi is for old people. It is pretty much the same as watashi, but it's for old people. And now we have uchi. Uchi is very casual. Uchi is very casual, and you'll primarily find young girls up to about the age of university using those. Whereas ore can be used for anyone, pretty much any man. Usually used from teenagers upwards. Teenagers are right up till about anyone. Usually people wanting to try to command respect, whether for good or for worse, actually will try and use that more. It also is hyper masculine as well. I hope so. We go watashi, watashi, atashi, washi, boku, ore, uchi. I'm not 100% sure if it has any connection to the washi tape though. I will look that up in the future. And then we got pronouns for others. Most of the ones pronouns for others are in fact gender neutral, with the only one being kanojo, which is her, and kare, which is him. Kare is him, kanojo is her, and then we'll go from the others. Anata, omae, and kimi are all you. Are all you. Y-O-U. How strictly are the genders? I low-key vibe with boku. Truth be told, if you're a foreigner, you can probably get away with it. You could probably get away with it. I still sometimes use boku, trying to teach myself to use watashi, but still boku is fine, especially for someone who isn't a native Japanese speaker. It's probably perfectly fine. I'm not sure how strict the genders are at the moment. I do apologize about that. I do not know much about the cultural distinction. If you vibe with it, and I don't look far enough, surprisingly, they can tell really easily. Surprisingly. But yeah. So if you vibe with boku, use boku. Honestly, choose whichever one you vibe with. These are just generally the meanings. Oh shit, really cool. Yeah, they can tell relatively easily. I'm pretty blind with that type of stuff. I can't tell anybody until they open their mouth. I'm pretty bad with that. I will admit that. I am terrible with it. But yeah, so use whichever one you vibe with. Do not, I'm going to start using ore with fuck with people. You could. You really could. If you really want, you can fuck with people with ore. Ore wa wami to moshimasu. Well, we will be getting in on how to use these in sentences roughly as well. It's only going to be a very short little thing, but it will still be okay. Now, pronouns for others. Yes. Anata, omae, and kimi are both. I forgot to put the kanji for those two. Or you. Y-O-U. And you could go kimi, omae. Omae is probably the most rude. So if you do want to go to someone else, talk about someone else, and you want to not be kind of an ass, use anata or kimi. I think kimi is much probably. Actually, it doesn't really matter which one. So long as you probably avoid omae, that is fine. Kanojo is her, kare is him, and anokata and anohito would be that person over there. Omae is for shit talking. Got it. Yes, actually, that is the best way to put it. Omae is for shit talking. Omae is for shit talking. You are 100% correct. Anokata and anohito mean the same person, mean that person over there. And this is what I mean by I forgot to distinguish sono, kono, and ano. And now, how do we make it plural? Them and we. This got a little distorted. This was meant to be higher. How do we make them plural? We add ra or tachi. So we add ra or tachi. And by that means, if we add karera or omaera, the passive aggressiveness got to be fucking wow. Oh, it is. It is actually, there is actually a lot of passive aggressiveness. They seem nice, but there is a lot of passive aggressiveness. When you get down to talking to just not strangers, there can be a little bit of that. Yes. So for example, boku tachi would be us. Boku tachi is us or we. Includes, so when you use the self pronouns watashi tachi or watashi ra, it would be us or we. For I do miss the passive aggressiveness in Japan. Yeah, I'm not as usually Australia just goes straight to the aggressiveness. They don't do the passive aggressiveness as much, which is good because I don't have to read into things anywhere near as much. But yes, so you add ra or tachi to the end of a pronoun. The different pronouns and polite speech is already a minefield. Oh, yeah. Yeah. For example, let's go here. Let's go to you could go, what, takushi tachi? No, you'll probably be using watashi tachi or boku tachi or watashira or bokura, washira or washitachi or ore tachi, orera. Uchira, uchitachi. But yeah, tachi makes it plural. If you go kanojo tachi, that means that group of girls. Kare tachi means that group of boys. Kimi tachi means that group of people. Omae tachi, you gotta use edits to scale the fucking youth groups. I've got to want to do my infographic, so I don't have to go. Do it. Is kanojo also used to mean girls as well? Kanojo is also used for mean girls as well. So you could probably, if you're going mean girls, because use mean. It is actually no, never mind. I thought mean girls as well. No, yeah. So it is also kanojo and kare also mean girlfriend and boyfriend. For example, watashi. For example, you could use my girlfriend would be watashi no kare or boku no kare. Boku no kanojo is my girlfriend. Boku no kare is my boyfriend. And then anokata and anohito is usually that you can't make those plural. You can't make these two plural. Anokata and anohito are singular only. Any questions about pronouns so far? Any questions about pronouns? I may have run through that one a little bit quick. will it still read as if a girlfriend says it? And vice versa? Yes, actually, but that depends on the way you say it. I will, for example, if you were to go watashi no kare or watashi no kanojo, that means we'll cover that very soon, actually. We'll cover that very soon. I don't want to go, but I can't take it anymore. I can't do anything. I've been doing anything. Boku no kare, I'm going to call my boyfriend now. Boku no kare. Boku no kare. Boku no kare. But if you kanojo kareshi, right? If you want, my apologies. If you want, it's kare, boku no kare. But if you want to definitively say, no, it's all good, it's me just not keeping track. If you want to definitively say my boyfriend, you would say boku no or watashi no kareshi. You would add a shi to the end of that. You'll notice I'm also saying no, which we will get to very soon because that leads into the next part. Make it plural, yes. Kare tachi, kanojo tachi, omae tachi, anata tachi, kimi tachi, omae ra, atashi tachi, watashi tachi, boku ra, washi ra. All sorts of that. They are very important. If there is any other questions, we'll get to the it will still read as that. I will say that. But with a boyfriend, you go watashi no kareshi. You got to add the shi to the end, while it goes watashi no kanojo is definitively saying these are my girlfriend. She. So now we are covering the basis of Japanese grammar. Like, these are very important things to roughly get. And wa and ga, which are wa and ga. So whenever you see this little thing next to a ka sound, it changes to a g sound. I didn't cover those last time, mostly because I was getting tired by the end of it, honestly. And okay, so these two mean very similar things. They identify the subject. But, an emphasis on the but here, wa emphasizes what comes after it, and ga comes before it. I will give an example as of now, because we are going into how to use it. For example, we'll drag myself over here. There's also lots of me's on these slides. You're just gonna have to deal with it. For example, if a subject is doing it, another way to also think, if a subject is doing an action, use ga. If it is just the subject, use wa. But here is examples of like the differences between what emphasis is of after and emphasis of before. So wa emphasizes what if you use both, double emphasis. So that is also covered down here, which I will probably move up just a little bit just so you can see it. Okay, so you can go watashi wa Chaster desu. I am Chaster. That is emphasis on Chaster. So you go watashi wa Chaster desu. It's emphasizing what comes after it, which is my name. That's also how you spell my name, by the way. Meh. And then if you go watashi ga Chaster desu, you go I am Chaster. So ga emphasizes the before, but if a subject is also doing an action, use ga. For example of the double emphasis, which Vami just asked, is what ashita wa ame ga furimasu. So ashita means tomorrow, and that is, so the wa emphasizes really the after it, and the ga emphasizes what comes before it. So it puts a special emphasis on rain. And tomorrow, it emphasizes the time as well. So it's going, tomorrow is a subject of the sentence. Tomorrow is a subject. And then rain is also subject. So when you use both, it generally will depend. Usually we'll have it set as wa. The time, whenever it's a time or location or anything. What if you don't emphasize anything? So that's a thing. In general conversation in Japanese, you actually will find that they omit particles fairly often. What if you don't emphasize anything? So you would just not omit the particles. So the wa and ga, once you get better in understanding Japanese, will eventually start becoming more and more implied. For example, how do I do this? 明日雨が降る。明日雨が降る。明日雨降る。が降る。明日雨が降る。So you can go, you can omit the wa in this sentence, but by taking out the wa of ame wa ashita wa ame ga furu, it still has tomorrow rain will fall. So ashita ame ga furu. And you don't need the wa. So this is like saying, hello, what is up? Hey, what's up? Essentially, kind of. I'm also not very good at. どうも、こんにちは。今は何がするのか？今が何する？何がする？と感じがあるよね。Yes. Yes. So this is like saying, hello, what's up? Yeah. Well, I think generally it is. Actually, what's up's kind of implied with a hello, is I think in Japanese. It goes, hello. Hello, how are you? And it's like, you don't have to follow it up. It's usually, you could go sashiburi desu ne. But yeah, so ga emphasizes before it, and wa emphasizes after. So whenever it has time and location, times, locations, time ended action, you use wa then ga. For another example, Australia wa sports. Australia wa sports. Oh no, never mind. Let me think of this. Australia wa Australia no tenki wa. No, never mind. I can't think of one off the top of my head. I am very bad and I'm very sorry about this. I can't think of one. 公園が草が切ります。切った。公園は草が切った would be at the park. I figured it out. At the park, the grass was cut. For example, when they do mowing and if it's just been freshly mowed. 公園は草が切った. So kita means cut, kusa means grass, and kouen is park. So whenever it's a location or time, you'll use wa. If there is an action involved as well, you use ga. Ga. So you gotta use a ga. And now we're gonna move on to another one, which is also just as important, which is very important, and that is no. And this is possessives or titles in a way. Titles are a lot weirder. Titles are a lot weirder, but for example, my name in Japanese would be Kinoko no Chaster. Chaster the mushroom. So whatever the title is, you would put it before no, and then you would have the name underneath. But if you were to go Chaster no Kinoko, that would be Chaster's mushroom. So that would be Chaster's mushroom. It's primarily used for possessives. It's the apostrophe S of Japanese. The apostrophe S of Japanese. And how to use. Kinoko no Chaster wa is Chaster the mushroom, and that is my name. But if I go Chaster no Kinoko, that is Chaster's mushroom. But also I could go, for example, you can also do, for example, Watashi no. It's the teki. Probably. That is also another kanji in that is also a kanji in Japanese. It means like doer, I guess. Probably. I wish I knew how to read that. But yeah, you can also say things like Watashi no keitai. And that would be my phone. I'll go to bed. Good night, Claire. So like my phone would be going. It would be, I don't know the Japanese. It's teki, which hard to explain at the moment, but it's tento teki. Teki sort of means person who does something. I don't know that. Yeah, it's sort of person who does something. But yeah, so you could use watashi or boku no, and then you can go anything. Boku no sushi is my sushi. Boku no sushi, my sushi. Watashi no sushi, my sushi. Watashi no terebi, my television. Or watashi no. Hi, Storm. How are you going? We're currently doing We're currently learning about possessives. This one's going to be a much faster sort of stream. And then I will sort of probably end it on YouTube, so it's like not got the game after it. And then I will just sort of figure out what other game I want to play after this. Yandere's favorite. Yeah, for example, you could say, I'm sure if you watch a lot of anime, you'd see something like this. Watashi no taisetsu na hito desu ne. Watashi no taisetsu no chatto. My precious chat. My precious hit person. My precious thing. Yeah, and so it's just popping in for a few. That is very fair. Hope you enjoy your time. But yeah, so it is. Oh, I've heard that before. Yes, you will see watashi no, or that whatever. So no is rarely actually omitted. It is one of the few kanjis that you'll often see is still there, even in regular everyday conversation. IV as well. You're also on YouTube now. It is on regular conversations. It is not as omitted as much as wa, ga, or the next one, which is wo. Wo. Wo is tricky to explain, actually, believe it or not. Wo is verbing and direct object. So these ones are a little bit harder to explain without sort of any explanation. For example, this is how to use it. Sushi o tabemasu. Eat sushi. Kimi tachi wa nihongo o naraimasu. You are learning, you guys, or you plural, you guys, you plural, you as in a group of yous are learning Japanese. So in this one, y'all are learning Japanese. You know what? Y'all are learning Japanese. Yep, y'all are learning Japanese. That is probably the best way to put it. Sushi o tabemasu. So you put a noun or, and then an action, and that is do the thing. That is verb does the thing. For example, sushi o tabemasu is eat sushi. If you want to say ramen, you would say ramen o tabemasu, and that is eat ramen. Kimi ra wa nihongo o naraimasu. Or you could say boku wa nihongo o shiemasu. Is it eating sushi? Like you're currently up to doing it? So no. So that is another little grammar form which I will get to in the future, but so just to let you know, there is 5 ways of saying a verb, like tenses. ED, currently doing it, and all along the lines. And there is like 6. So most of the time when learning Japanese, you'll be spending a lot of time learning verbs and how to say verbs. If you want to say sushi o tabete, if you want to say I am eating sushi, you will go sushi o tabete imasu. Tabete imasu. I am eating sushi. But it could also be eating sushi. 今が寿司を食べます。食べている。食べます。Yeah, you could also say it's eating sushi in a way. In a way you can say it, but it just depends on if you say 今が寿司を食べます. When you use what versus the ing, how is it different? What versus the ing? What sort of emphasizes that something is verbing, I guess. So what emphasizes that an action is happening rather than it turning something into a verb. It sort of highlights that an action is happening. So you could go 君たち日本語を習います or you could 君たちは日本語を習います。寿司食べます。寿司食べたい。It is actually probably also one of the more omitted particles when you start speaking. Can you use "wo" for something that's happened in the past? Sushi or tabata. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So anytime there is a verb that's happened, past, present, future, currently happening, you will use "or." You will use "or" for happening. So if there's a verb involved, generally "or" will be the thing there, or it will be "ga." 雨が降る。Because so it's like 雨が降る because 雨 is the subject. 電が落ちました。机を椅子に座った。I'm trying to figure out like the best ways to use some of them. But yeah, if there is a past pleasant, there is a couple dependent things. But for example, if you're doing an action, you would use "wo." But unless it's a location verb, unless you're sitting a location. If it's a thing, if it's a noun like a thing, like food, pencil, or anything like that, you would use "wo." The next one sort of is, I think there's a next one. I think I remembered to include it, right? Oh, thank God I did. Oh, yes. So, ni indicates destination, movement, and time. For example, if you want to say I'm sitting, you would say "isu ni suwarimasu." That is, I'm sitting on a chair. How to use it? You would say "Nihon ni ikimasu." I am going to Japan. 10 ni nemasu. I sleep at 12. So it's sort of eat sushi means sushi or tabemasu means more along the lines of I'm going to eat sushi, not just eat sushi. Right, I probably should. It means sort of, the must form here means like you're going to do it. You haven't done it, you're not doing it, you're going to do it. And that leads into this. Nihon ni ikimasu. I'm going to Japan. 来年は? And if you want to say time as well, you would say the time, like next week is 来週. So you would say 来週は日本に行きます. It is next week I'm going to Japan. Whereas if you want to say you're going to do something at a certain time, for example, sleep, 12時に寝ます. I'm going to sleep at 12. I'm going to sleep at 12. 10時に寝ます. It's a very... So anything that involves time, movement, destination, time, or movement, sort of movement to the destination is more along the lines of what it's meaning, then you would use ni. There is also another one, which I am not teaching today, he or we, which is purely for destinations, and you'll find that is a lot of welcome signs have he. But I will be going, because of these things being, particles being like the basis of everything, and they are ni, that one would be de. If I am committing vehicular manslaughter. That is another particle instead, which is de. De indicates an action at a location. If you're planning to do something at a location, you would use de. For example, I don't know the word for vehicular manslaughter, but I am getting hit by a car would be wo. Yes, it would be. Getting hit by a car would be wo. Hitting someone... Planning to hit someone with a car would be at a location, would be de. And yeah, also present time. Yeah. But yeah, 10時に寝ます. But you could 12時に寝ます. You'll find that particles make the foundation of all Japanese grammar and are very important to at least, I don't think there is a location, a hit and run. But it's still like an, in that case, it would probably actually be war. It would probably actually be war. If there's no location and you're just committing vehicular manslaughter, it would be war. because you're just committing vehicular manslaughter, which I'm fairly sure there is a word for that. Give me a second. Give me a second. Vehicular manslaughter in Japanese. Okay. 自動車過失し罪を戦争. If you wanted to say, so pissing on the moon is ni because it's on the moon. 月におしっこをします。月に行って、おしっこをします。It would be both ni and or. In that case, you would be saying something along the lines, 月におしっこをします。おしっこ is pee, by the way. And うんこ is poop. Poop. Yes, you're learning very good things here. So if you're pissing on the moon would be ni. Would be both ni or 月でおしっこをする。If you indicate your sleep at 12, how do you indicate? Okay, if you want to indicate AM or PM, you would go go. So go is PM, gozen is more AM. Gozen is AM, go is PM. And then we're gonna learn a bit of self-introduction after I go grab my burger, if you don't mind. Alright, I've grabbed my burger. Yep. Oh dear. I grabbed my burger. It's all good. So, who's ready to say some very, very, very basic self-introduction? We'll be covering age, name, and where you're from. And that's pretty much it. As we learn more particles and all that, then I think we'll start doing a little bit more self-introduction. Because a self-introduction is like a great way to learn, well, particles, really. They're also kind of really good because they can help get you a little bit more. I'm from Earth. Yeah. Are you, V? Are you actually from Earth? Are you? You sure? You sure you say that? Hey. So self-introduction. This is like the most basic self-introduction you really can go with at the moment, but it is very, very, very useful just for things. It's like, this is sometimes the very basic self-introduction, but it's really sometimes, hello, matey, how are you? How are you? How you going? How you going? How you going? You going well? You vibing, thriving, conniving? But anyway, I should shrink myself down so I don't cover as much of the screen. Yeah. I also can't have my hat on because it will cover up the most of the screen. But anyway, welcome, mighty, welcome. So, hey, this is 2 ways of saying my name is blank. Dishwashing is what? Yes. Osuru. Yes. You would say osuru. I don't know what dishwashing is. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I know cleaning. Dishwashing. Sarai o suru. You would say o suru. Yeah, so dishwashing is wo. And now here's how you say my name is. So you would use your choice of pronouns. Watashi, boku, ore, atashi, watashi, washi, or ore. Wa, your name, to moshimasu. Or you could just use or the next ones as well. For example, I would use watashi wa Chaster to moshimasu. I am called Chaster. Or I am Chaster. I am called Chaster is probably the best way to put it. I am called Chaster. Usually very polite. You could also say, I would probably, at the current rate, well, still, because, well, gender fluid makes it a little bit harder. But I would say, boku wa Chaster to moshimasu. I am called Chaster. But you can also go and learn what no is. For example, pronoun no namae is my name. Boku no my name is, this would be my name is name. This. For example, I would say boku no namae wa Chaster desu. My name is Chaster. Or watashi no namae wa Chaster desu. Watashi no namae wa Chaster. Watashi wa Chaster. And that is, my name is blank. My name is insert name here. And we'll also be covering a little bit of how to ask someone their names, because that's always polite. As well, which we'll cover very, very quickly. But so watashi wa Chaster to moshimasu is probably a very polite way. But you can also say watashi no namae wa Chaster desu is very, what do people more likely to use? So to moshimasu is a very polite way if you're doing a self-introduction to a big group of people. Say you're like getting introduced to like a class or new workplace. Watashi wa Chaster to moshimasu. Watashi no namae wa Chaster to moshimasu. Watashi wa Chaster to moshimasu. You would probably use to moshimasu. But if you're like going out to new friends and they're introducing you to just like one of their new friends who you don't know, you might as well just use watashi no namae wa Chaster desu. Or watashi no namae wa nani nani nani. Insert name here. But it does depend on the situation. I don't know 100% which one's better for which one exactly. But we can, that can be some little homework. Give me a moment. I'll quickly check that up. Most used way of saying my name is in Japan is watashi wa X desu. Watashi wa X. So you could also another way of just saying it is watashi wa Chaster desu. You can also just sort of combine the two by omitting no namae wa to just go pronoun wa name desu. But if you want to be more probably people just go watashi wa Chaster desu. That is probably the most used one. I forgot to include that. I should probably include that on the thing for people if they want to have it here. Would that be too casual? It depends. Watashi wa Chaster desu. Watashi wa Chaster to moshimasu. So there is, like, again, if you want to be more polite, use watashi wa Chaster to moshimasu or watashi wa namae, insert name here, to moshimasu. But if you like group it to a friends, you could do boku no namae wa Chaster desu. You could use the my name is this one. Or if you want to be even more casual, for example, ore, you could, for example, if you want to fuck with people with ore, you could go ore wa Vami desu. You could say my name's Vami and really fuck with people because it's the most blunt. The best way to put it is the less you say but still get the point across, the more blunt it will be and the more like you are to fuck with people. So that you could be too casual, you could not. And now here's how to ask. So now if there's any more questions on this as well, please. Otherwise we'll just move on a little bit to the names. And here's how to ask someone for their names. You could go o namae wa nan desu ka? Ore wa Vami to the in-laws. Exactly. And then don't forget to kick your feet up on the lounge and like man spread your arms as well. Not man spread your legs. Man spread your arms like you're sort of relaxing arms around the back of the lounge. Make sure you're doing that too. Bunny ears. Yeah, I got bunny ears. I would have a button for it that puts bunny ears on because I did actually make a little thing for that. I'm a dress feminine. Really fuck with them. Do it. It's funny. But yes. Onamae wa nan desu ka is, what is your name? It's generally will be like, well, it's not, but it's onamae wa nan desu ka. It is essentially saying, what's name? What's name? Just to be the most polite body language and just casual Japanese out of your mouth. It would be pretty funny. You would probably give certain people an aneurysm. Honestly, you would give people an aneurysm. And that sometimes is absolutely hilarious. Watching people blow a gasket over like the most minor things as well. I'm going to be perfectly honest with people watching this later on. I am not a good person to be judging Japanese etiquette off. I'm a little bit weird with that. I'm still learning that one, and that one is a lot of context dependent. And I'm okay at picking up context. I'm just not good at knowing what to say, is the best way to put it. But if you want to be more polite when asking someone their name, you go, Kimi no namae wa nan desu ka? And that is, it is more polite because you're addressing them directly. Kimi no namae wa nan desu ka? Is like you're addressing them, and what is your name? What is your name? It's more polite than Kimi no namae wa nan desu ka? Because that one can be very... that one can be very like straight to the point and blunt. Both of these are fine depending on what types of things you really want to do. If you onamae wa nan desu ka, you'll be, if you really want to fuck with someone's head, use ore and onamae wa nan desu ka. Onamae wa nan desu ka. Namae wa nan desu ka. Well, if you want to be really fuck, you would just omit desu ka. Omae no. Omae no namae wa. You can actually just omae no kimi no namae wa. You can actually really admit this as you get better, but this is just, ka is a particle in and unto itself as well, with ka being a question mark. Next one, I think I'll be covering a full list of these particles because how important they are to like recognize as well. And from now on, I'm gonna start a fight with one introduction. How to start a fight. Ome, ore wa vami desu. Omae no nawa? Da, do de mo ii no kanji ga aru yo na. Cause omae no namae wa gomi. Your name is trash. You could just literally just go, your name's omae no namae wa. Omae no namae wa gomi desu. Gomi. Kimi wa gomi desu. You are garbage. But yeah, and that's a bunny rabbit. And here is I am age, I am blank old. So these are the same, I'm fairly sure these are the same as Chinese numbers. Where does dare fit into this? Dare desu ka? So dare is who. And so dare would stand for who. There is actually a lot of pronouns and sort of that type of stuff that I haven't covered, because there is a lot more that I kind of forgot to put them in, but I can put who, what, where, and where. Oh, it's the exact same characters for numbers. Exactly. It is the exact same set of numbers for characters. These are just the kanji. Generally, they actually just use Arabic? I think that's them. They generally just use Arabic numbers as well. You would go for example, you go pronouns. And honestly, the numbers are actually really easy. Yeah, Arabic, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So the numbers are actually really easy. So this is ichi, this is ni, this is san, this is yon or shi, this is go, roku, shichi or nana, hachi, kyu or ku, and this is ju. And building numbers beyond 10 is really easy. For example, 11 is ju, ichi. 12 is ju, ni. Ju san, ju yon, ju go, ju roku, ju shichi, ju hachi, ju kyu. For the most part, and then from the on with 20 being a weird number. I will explain 20 in a bit. But even then, 20 is still... and if you want to go 20, it would... 20 as in just the plain number 20. It'd be ni, ju. It'd be ni, ju. And then if you want to say 25, it would be ni, ju, go. Niju go. It is exactly that. The way the pronunciation does not change. You say the number of the character, that character, you say the number, the other number, and the other number for numbers that are thing. It's Niju go is 25 in Japanese, yes. But 20 is special in Japan. When you're saying it as your age, it is not pronounced Niju, but Hatachi. Seeing how that's only 1 year and not all of you are 20, it is probably not super relevant to learn, but it is there nevertheless. But you can also, to say your age, you can go, Watashi, there's another way in Kanto, it's interesting. It is, I think it's like 20s. 20s, technically, they have legal recognition for adults, so like they're no longer children in the eyes of most things. I think 18 by the eyes of the law, but in the eyes of society is not all. In the eyes of the society, 20 is no longer a child, but in the eyes of the law, I think it's 18, not for Hong Kong. Oh, huh. Interesting. But yeah, so to say, I don't know much about Hong Kong. I don't know much about Chinese culture just in general. I'll be perfectly honest. I wish I did, actually. Because I love... The history always seems so cool and interesting whenever I see videos of it. I do know that silver is a very important thing in Chinese culture. I know silver, and that's about it. Oh, an ad. So for those wondering, I'll just be running through a bit of the numbers. I only know Hong Kong, and I know and a bit of Taiwan, Junction, China. That is very fair. But yeah, so an ad's just about to start, so I will just be taking a minor little break just to drink, actually. Honestly, we'll be taking a minor little break, because I'm also over on Twitch as well. This is just why, but I just need to take a break. How about that? Instead, we're just going to be bouncing and proving why I don't wear my hat while I'm doing this type of thing. While I'm doing this type of thing, I'm proving my point of why I don't wear a hat. But anyway, we're going to put the hat back. The hat goes off. Because honestly, it just covers a lot more of all of this. Break time, time for us to take over. It is time for people to take over. If you also have any questions, now is in fact the perfect time to ask. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions can be about literally anything we've covered today. It can be, we can have a quick little rundown as well, particles, introductions, feminine, masculine pronouns, Watashi being super hyper, is being hyper feminine. You're more likely to find women use watashi as well comparatively. Boku is masculine. When adults use it, it tends to be very humble, much more approachable, much more friendly. So if you want to be that friendly, the friendly boss will be much more likely to use boku, much more willing to help as well. Whereas ore is sort of a little bit more high ego, I guess is a good way to put it. Is a a high ego sort of thing. Uchi tends to be much more for younger, and washi tends to be for the older people, elderly people, and all of that. Pronouns for others with my tongue sticking out. I will lick you off. Oh, there we go. I wish to no. So also with the numbers, I cannot with these with the numbers. Currently, you can only go... With these set of numbers, you can only go up to 99. You can't do 100, though it is probably the exact same in Chinese as well. The 100 symbol is hyaku. You pronounce that by hyaku, and it follows almost the exact same system that the entirety of the number system works, which is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, okay. So it is, I think, a little different in... So I think I think Japanese is a little different, as in you don't need the character for 1 in the rest of the chat at all, in before the 100. The character itself just means 100. So that goes up to hyaku, jukyu, hyaku is 199, and then you go ni hyaku. No need the 1 in Chinese either. Oh, okay, so it's the exact same. It follows the exact same system as Chinese then with the numbering system. I'm not 100% sure if any of the characters are different so far, because I don't know enough Chinese characters, honestly. And so far I'm believing that they aren't. But yeah, so here's how you say your age. You would go pronoun wa, number, sai desu. Watashi wa 25 sai. I am 25 years old. But if you want to, I don't know the pinyin alone, so I added one. But if you want to say I am 20, you would go what boku wa, or pronoun wa, hatachi desu. Hatachi desu. You don't even need to use sai for that. Sai is the indication for age. There is a kanji for it, and it will start hatachi. Hatachi, just like the brand. Yes, just like the brand, it uses hatachi. Hatachi is 20. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if the brand Hitachi was named after that number. I was about to ask about the brand, yeah. So I don't know exactly if there's a connection or if it's just like Hitachi was just a like the sequence of words that they really, really liked or anything like that. But yeah, for example, if you want to say I am 30, you would go watashi wa 30 sai desu. I am 30. Or if you want to say I am 99, you would go watashi wa 99 sai. 99 sai, and that is I am 99 years old. Yes. I'm not sure if there's a special thing for 100 though, because I don't think. Oh no, Japan does have the largest amount of centenarians in the world, with like a couple of hundred, I think. But yeah, it's like what you go. The number system goes 12, 40, 30. 30 is sanju, 40 is yonju, yonsai, shigatsu. Special, you get the special thing you get is get a reward from the government. I think in Australia you just get a letter. I'm fairly sure you just get a letter in Australia. You don't get much of a special thing. I don't know if there's different things in different countries or anything like that. But you do get a special little thing. And it's honestly pretty, I don't know. Meh, I wish I could live to 100. Probably won't. I'll probably die in like 5 weeks. I have no idea. Who knows? I'm always perpetually scared of death. Death scares me a lot. But yeah, so that is it. And here's how you ask for someone for their age. You just deal with the baby now. You're dealing with the baby. You're dealing with baby Chester right there. Nansai desu ka is what's your age? What age are you? You'll be put us in your will if you're disappearing in 5 weeks. Yeah, I will. Nansai desu ka? What is your age? My age is, and then you go, Nansai desu ka? What is your age? Kimi wa nansai desu ka is more polite, but is the exact same. If you want to go, what is your age? Nansai desu ka? When you say nansai desu ka, kimi wa is sort of already implied. So again, you can go nansai desu ka is what is your age? Because generally you'll already be you'll either be looking at the person or like sort of so you're sort of already looking at the person and asking them, what's a really cute way? What's a really cutesy, annoying way? I don't know. I don't know. Really don't actually. Someone their age in Japanese. どんな人ですか? How to ask someone their age. どんな人何歳ですか? Okay. I found something. Nope, I don't like that. おいくつですか? おいくつですか? Isn't natural to say like then, おいくつですか? 何歳ですか? Is to ask, About terracotta persons. I guess you could damn Chaster, can't baby speak up to us in about our age. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But oikutsu desu ka is sort of probably another way. I completely forgot about it when writing. Oikutsu desu ka is also your age. I think give me a moment. What does it actually translate? I wonder if there's uwu speak. Give me a moment. I'll quickly write that up. Oikutsu desu ka? Oikutsu desu ka? Translate from Japanese. How old are you? How? Nope, never mind. Let me write how polite is. There's got to be uwu speak in Japan. There's got to be. There's got to be. Maybe we'll have a stream where we just learn. How polite is oikutsu desu ka? Is nansai desu ka? Oikutsu desu ka? Ah, okay. So oikutsu desu ka is much more polite, and I will actually add that to I'll actually add that to the thing. Kawaii. Donna hito desu ka? Desu ka poi? So generally I think the way they make it uwu speak is by adding certain suffixes on the end. I think that generally is the way that you ask. I'll be adding oikutsu desu ka to like sort of the to the PowerPoint too. If you want to click on the PowerPoint and go along there. As well, that is kimi wa nansai desu ka? Well, let's just replace that one. Oikutsu desu ka? Oikutsu desu ka? Yeah, I've just replaced kimi wa nansai desu ka sort of as a thing. But yeah, so that's it. Oikutsu is much more desu ka? Desu ka? So ka is this, des is just like a full stop almost. It's like a sentence end. And ka is a question mark. Nansai desu ka? Desu ka? Nya? Nya? For example, I think uwu speak in Japanese, you add the suffix, you could add the suffix of nya. And it sort of like could make it, it makes it a little bit more uwu. You could like ending like your sentence with nya. Could be very much. Oikutsu desu ka is a much more, nya is cat talk though. Yeah. It's like you would add a suffix, I think. I think it's a suffix on the end. So, but anyway, here say I am from or I live. Location ni sundeimasu is location. For example, kimi no toire ni sundeimasu. I live in your toilet. Kimi no, for example, you could say something along the lines of Brisbane ni sundeimasu. I live in Brisbane. Melbourne ni sundeimasu. You could say I live in those locations. Taiwan ni sundeimasu. Hong Kong ni sundeimasu. I live in Taiwan. I live in Hong Kong. Or you can be really frustrated as kimi no musume no naka ni sundeimasu. I live in your daughter. And that sounds very weird, but you really want to make someone uncomfortable, just say, I live in your daughter. And then, bam! I'm thinking how to be like, oh, lol. It's probably not too hard because of how easy it is, I think, to come across as rude without even meaning it. Oh my god, V's crying. Were you crying at what I just said, V, or a different thing? But if you want to say, I forgot to put the English down. I am from is, just say I am from is, you could say, for example, I am from Australia. Australia kara kimasu. Australia kara kita. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. You can say Australia kara kita. I am from Australia. America kara kita. I am from America. Though generally with Americans, they already know you're from America. France, Deutsche kara kimasu. I'm from Germany. Igiris kara kimasu. Kara kita. I am from England. And it's like that. Kara, yeah, you could tell when someone, oh my god, they open their mouth, they're so fucking loud. Oh my god. 9 times out of 10, they're polite. They're just so fucking loud. Like, holy shit. Or sorry, kara, you can say kara kimasu or kara kita, and that is I am from that location. Internally, if you're internally, and I didn't realize how well we were till I was talking with my friends in Taiwan. Yeah, you guys are loud. Like, I can hear an American on the other side of a supermarket sometimes. And that's just them having a general conversation. Like, people don't know how much their voice carries. And that is, well, that's saying something. Because Australians are loud. We are loud as F. We are all deaf. I mean, Australia's not much better. Australia's quite loud too, honestly. Yeah, I'm sure you've noticed I'm quite loud myself. So to be fair, I need to get a new microphone. This one's, I think, like 3 years old now. And, yeah, so, well, that's on the future thing. Anyway. So, and with that, how to ask someone where they're from. And this is how you say it. どこから来ますか? どこから来たか? Or どこから来ますか? Where are you from? So kara is sort of the bit of a grammar structure for from. Kara is generally from. It means like from. For example, you can use kara with time as well as like locations. 10時から寝ます. I'm gonna sleep from 12. 10時に寝ます. Doko is where, kimasu is come. I guess is the best way to put it. どこから来ますか? Where are you from? And that is it. And then you answer, 僕はオーストラリアから来ます. I am from Australia. 僕はオーストラリアから来ます. Or you could, yeah, but you generally don't need to say it. And this is it. It's ended. This is meant to be a GIF. It's not a GIF. I am sad. Yeah. Any questions, my friends? So I'll be booting up a game after this, after like I take maybe like a 20-minute just chat to eat my burger. Barnacles. So we can have a quick little rundown of all this as well. Konnichiwa, sakana! マンボウ、どっちの方がいいんですか？ちょっと待って。魚の方がいいですか？ちょっと、わからないなって。ちょっと待って。マンボウ、刺身だ。マンボウの刺身。こんにちは、マンボウ。Yeah, I can't rotate any of it. Yeah, I didn't rotate any of this stuff. I feel like it's leaking out of my ears as I type this. That's very fair. That is very fair. It's online, as well as the PowerPoint is in the Discord, as well as on this as well. こんばんは、マンボウ。マンボウの方がいいですか？前は何の方がいいかですか？ちょっと、名前が日本語はちょっと教えているんですけど、おそらく、僕は上手じゃないかもしれないんですけど、いや、それはもっと上になっちゃったけど、どうすればいいのかなって。ね。Well, it's there, and I'm happy to cover back all of it as well in the future, honestly. 遊び、漢字はちょっとね、わかりにくいな。漢字はどうすればいいのかなってと気持ちがあるなって。呼び遊び。呼び遊びの方がいいですか？じゃあ、英語が、ロマ字が魚の方がいいかもしれないよな。でも、マンボウも簡単だよね。マンボウ、読んでばいいですか？ちょっと読んでばいいのですか？今夜はどうですか？君の日曜日は、どうでした？日曜日ではない。金曜日でした。 金曜日。君の金曜日はどうですか？面白いものがありますか？ちょっと。There's so many things. I'm from, なんだっけ? Yeah, if there's anything else people would like to... I'm just going to switch to just chatting so I can eat my burger. So I can eat my burger. Honestly, yes. I will be probably saying goodbye to everybody on YouTube before starting a brand new stream. Don't exactly know what I should. DoorDash? I have DoorDashed. It's been sitting on my desk for like the past like 20 minutes. 20 minutes to half an hour. But yeah. Yeah, I did DoorDash it, essentially. Does anyone have any games that would... Yo, eating burger is... Burger or tabemasu? Yes. Burger is war. It sounds like you're actually remembering war. Yeah, for example... Burger, hamburger, or tabemasu would be I am eating a hamburger, or tabemasu. I completely switched the slide thinking that you could see it, and completely forgot I swapped over here. But yeah, it is... Well, no, never mind. But there we go. We'll scroll down. For example, you go burger or hamburger or tabemasu. Not there. And then we'll swap back to here. Yeah, so it is using war. But I'm not sure what game to play today. Thanks for the stream. Oh no, there'll be another stream. Taranzo. There'll be another stream. I'm just thinking about like just so I can easily separate the two. I can detect war, but I can't actually use it in a sentence, which is very fair. I'm just wondering what game to play after this, really, now that I think about it. Don't leave, friends. Don't leave. I'll be putting the new one up there in a little bit. I just want to know what game to play, honestly, because I do want to play a game. Out of the choices that I have available would be Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, Genshin. I haven't played my Genshin today, so probably might be Genshin. But it also could be I could start also playing the I could also load up and play the Great Ace, start the second game of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. That's also something I could start doing today, but I don't have a how do I put this? I don't have an updated thumbnail for that, but I can update it in a sentence. But which would be better? Would you much rather I start a brand new game today? Would you much rather Oh shit, you're also doing Ace Attorney? Yeah, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So I finished the so yeah, I played through the original trilogy on stream last year. Pretty much took the entirety of last year. Oh wait, no, the year before. I'm doing the trilogy right now. I played through that. They're such fun games. Honestly, they're a lot of reading though. They are a lot of reading, and I tend to realize that started to realize that I might need to move this forward just a little bit so I can get my voice closer so I don't sound as mumbled. But I also could even just start a new Elden Ring game. That is also an option. So the options would be would actually honestly be Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I'm not sure how to set up a poll or / poll. 何が装備たいんですか? What to play? Woo-wah, Genshin, Honkai, Elden Ring. I could start a new character or Ace Attorney. We'll do that, honestly. Elden Ring. I have just set up a poll, honestly. I've set up a poll and all that. I could go around completing a few like little extra things for all of that. There's a poll set up if people want to. If people on YouTube also want to vote, you can put your votes in the things as well. But yeah, that was pretty much the entirety of the thing. I should probably think about ending that soon just so it doesn't get accidentally overextended and all that. If people will please vote, people. I don't know what to vote for. What's you all to? I don't know what to play. I'm pretty indecisive. It could be Wua, could be Genshin. I could try. It could be a lot of things. I want to play another game before starting Devil May Cry 3 as well. There's a poll. Yeah, the poll should be visible. The poll should be visible. I can vote in the poll. It should be visible on Twitch more than anything else, and I do apologize to people. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. I don't know what to do sometimes. I'm a little bit of a lost little bean. I'm a little bit of a lost little bean in a lot of ways. But yeah, also if there's any questions or anything, we could I sit. Okay. I do have a new controller, so the Elden Ring is not going to be bad. Do I want to start a brand new character? It's only like, I mean, honestly, I could try my best and like work all my way up and all that. A lot of people are playing Elden Ring at the moment as well. Like, I still have my old character, which might be just better to go. I mean, nah, you're probably best. I don't have a thumbnail for this either, but it might be that one. As well. Elden Ring. I can start a thumbnail and then we could play that. Yeah. So video would no, not map. Oh, just Elden Ring. Alright, we can download that quickly. That is perfect thumbnail. I can quickly work something. I can quickly make something up. If it doesn't, I probably really should do something. Well, yeah. I don't want to. If I was to start Elden Ring now, it would probably be like a once a week thing. It is a fun game, so I might not be. Do I want to start from the very beginning? I don't want to play Elden Ring. I put it there because the DLC is coming out, so I might want to prepare some levels and all of that. And it's been a little while since I last played it, but I really probably should make a thumbnail anyway now that I think about it. Then we can go but we'll go to Chaster's reacts. And then we can go no, that's a good horror one more than anything else. Then I guess we can drink that one down now. No, that's probably perfect. I guess I probably would have. There's Dead by Daylight as well. Dead by Daylight is also a very valid option to play. But I guess I can't really add any more now that I think about it. Multiply normal. There we go. Pop that there. Maybe make myself bigger to like fill it out. Cut myself off a little bit. And we'll open this up. Logo. Elden Ring. I guess Elden Ring really didn't have any of this stuff now, did it? Title, I guess. Thinking about a whole assortment of stuff. Alright, there we go. Alright. Save this. AVF file. Hopefully that works. I'm not 100% sure about how a lot of things work thinking about it. Okay, they're huge. There we go. Put that there. Then we'll go like that. Okay, it looks like it won, but I really also. I mean, I could do some prep, I guess. I think it's got to be the best option, right? I think prepping might be the best option. All right, give me a moment as I just make the thumbnail up. It's not gonna have anything. Oh, okay, that's way too thick. Layer style. Quickly making one up. All right, maybe very skinny then. All right, maybe not then. Alright. Elden Ring. There we go. There's a big blank spot in it. But anyway, Elden Ring 1. Give me a moment. Well, I had to make it anyway. Alright. Elden Ring. Yeah, so I played Elden Ring like a lot last year as well, so I'll put through that. Also, I would like to say everybody who's been tuning in on YouTube, I will quickly start up a new little stream. No, create new. No, not create new. I don't want to create new schedule stream. Guess we'll go Devil May Cry 2's thing. Elden Ring. I will move that to the front just after Elden Ring. And then we'll copy this and just like time to die. Time to die. With me being all of that, we'll copy and get rid of all of that. Hi, Presville. Hello, hello. Elden. Okay, Ring. Give me a moment. Elden Ring. Yeah, I'm just setting up a brand new stream. I'm going to be moving people over to that one very, very soon. We're starting a new stream up simply so because the Japanese one is now all finished. Elden Ring is here. The cold has caught me. No, everyone's getting sick. Everybody's getting sick now, and that's not good. That is not good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, Presville. I'm sorry. All right, folks. All right. If you guys all want to move to this one right here, this one right here, I am going to go and end the YouTube stream and then start a new one up. Please make sure you all remember to take care of yourself and all swap over. For those of you who are ending with us here, please remember you are loved, you are valid. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. Please make sure you're taking care of yourself as well. I'll love you all and see you in like 5 minutes. Goodbye, my friends. Mata Chaster. Bye-bye. Oh. Alright, and then we'll click stop on this. Yeah, I woke up early to watch you. Okay. Oh shit, did this one end too? Nope. Okay.